been a long time since I've had such a wonderful day.
Well, you sure did seem to be smiling a lot.
Yeah, I sure did. It really was wonderful. Thank you.
It's just the beginning.
Hey, Jonesy.
Hey. Hey, Jonesy. Can I get a beer?
And I will have a scotch, double scotch, straight up, and yes, sir.
It's great to be out of that snobby, stuffy joint, huh?
Olenov.
Yeah, I got the feeling they didn't really want us hanging around there.
Well, Todd, I have a lot of feelings, and I am tired of not being wanted, so I am here to have some fun, so much fun that I don't even remember my own name.
Or Cord Roberts' name.
Who? Look at her hanging all over him.
What a pair.
When is Cord gonna wake up? She is the worst kind of woman on this goddess green earth for him. Blonde-haired, green-eyed cobra named Blair Damon.
I didn't know anything about it, Cord. You're gonna have to believe me. You most of all.
All right, just calm down. All right, calm down.
I knew David wasn't my brother or Vicky's, but that's all I knew. And I couldn't tell Vicky, not the way she's felt ever since Sloan passed away.
Tina, if I believe you or not doesn't really make any difference.
If I am a victim here. I didn't know he was plotting to inherit this trust fund that my father left some son 25 years ago. I hope I never see David again. He betrayed me and he lied to me. Please tell me you believe me, Cord. Please tell me you don't believe that I'm caught up in this disgusting...
All right, I believe you. I believe you, okay? I believe you.
You do? You really do?
Yeah. And because I believe you, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm planning on doing to your husband, to your former pal, David Vickers.
Answer me.
I don't know what you want.
I want you to admit that you lied to me. You are not my brother. You are not Tina's brother. No, now I find out that you are her husband.
What? Tina,
Dorian told me everything, so don't bother to deny it. You did go to Las Vegas.
No, hold on. Dorian told you
Yes.
this?
Cord confirmed it, and so did Clint. You took Tina to Las Vegas and you married her in a little quickie ceremony, and Cord caught you at it. It is out, David. It's over. And I don't even care about that. What I want is to hear you say it.
No.
You are not my father's son. You are not my brother. You are not a lord. Now say it.
Right. It's true. I lied to you. I did. But it is not what you think.
Oh, please, you should see yourself. You've just been caught in a list of lies so long you could hang yourself with it, and you have the gall to stand there and say, I lied to you, but it's not what you think.
Because it's not.
Oh, really? What do I think, David? What do I think? Except that you are a liar and a fraud. And you are a despicable human being who came into my home and my life, and you did your best to hurt me. My God, we took you in. We took you in. We opened our hearts and our homes to you. My children gave you their trust and their love. We made you a part of our family. How could you do this?
It's Dorian. It's Dorian.
Dorian? What are you talking about?
She told me to do it. I would never have lied to you, Vicky. Never. It was all Dorian's idea.
Dorian, what are you doing?
Joe, you really startled me. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
Well, my classes... I thought... Dorian, don't do this.
What?
You're running away.
No, I'm not. Joe, really, you mustn't jump to
No,
conclusions.
we talked about this and you promised, and now you're still running away.
No, you don't understand.
No, I do, and that's the whole point. You're walking away from all this. And from me. Because that's what it is, isn't it? You're leaving me. Why are you letting my family scare you away?
Joe, it isn't your family.
Then what is it? Look, your bags are all here. They're all packed. Why? No, don't even answer that. Listen to me. You're not going anywhere. All right? You're gonna stay here with me where you belong.
Joe, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, why would I possibly leave what we have together? I would be losing the one light in my life.
Well, if you're not leaving, then why are these suitcases here?
They're all clothes. I was taking them over to St. James. Donations, they have an auction this time every year. Goodness knows I have enough.
I feel like such an idiot.
Don't.
No, I flipped at you over nothing.
It's not nothing. It's everything. Joe, please. Don't ever feel foolish for how strongly you feel. That's one of the things I love most about you, that you feel so deeply, so passionately. Compassione. Oh, yes. I love that I can always tell that you care.
I don't just care, Dorian. I love you. I love you with all that I am and all that I will ever be. I just love you. You see? What happens? Just a thought about losing you. I don't know what I would do, Dorian. I don't know if anything ever happened to you.
You sure about Dorian being in on this with David Vickers?
Look, all I'm saying is that he was trying to make Vicky believe that he was Victor Lord's son and her brother.
The things that people will do to falsely inherit $28 million. I mean, just the things that people do for money.
I never trusted that guy. Vicky and Tina were sheep. They wanted to believe he was Victor Lord and Irene's kid.
Well, I don't think Tina believed it at all. At least I hope not. Otherwise, I don't think she would have married him.
She what?
Wait a minute. You telling me that blonde bubblehead married her own brother?
A brother who isn't a brother.
They're nuts. Even those people pretending to be part of the family are nuts. Clint, take a lesson.
Well, she just married another con artist again, that's all.
Look, I'm still not clear how Dorian fits into all this.
Well, for that, I think you should talk to Dorian. She's got all the answers. Her and David.
All right, son. I'll start asking.
Maybe we'll find out that David's a bigamist, too, just like Kane Rogan. Well, at least she wouldn't have to file for divorce again, right?
Clint, look, before I start stirring things up, how badly did Vicky take all this?
Real bad. When Cord and I left, anger was the only thing that was holding the pieces together.
Last time I saw her, she wasn't in great shape.
No, she's right on the edge.
You worried?
You're damn straight I'm worried.
It's true I'm not your brother. I lied about that. I'm sorry, but God knows, Vicky, the way I feel, I wish it were the truth. The way I feel about your family, I love you.
Really?
Vicky, everything wasn't a lie. Everything that I told you, I swear, everything about Irene was the truth.
Except the fact that she's not your mother.
Vicky, I wanted that to be the truth. My real father sold her insurance. Our families were friends. She liked me. Vicky, when she died, that's when I got some of her things. Irene's diary, it took me a long time to get through it. But Vicky, when I read that confession, I had to do something. The confession where she murdered your father. I had to do something, wouldn't you? The news about Dorian being on death row got all the way into the papers in Portland, Oregon.
So you took the diary to Dorian for no doubt a small compensation.
Look, I'm through lying to you, okay? I won't lie to you anymore. Yes, Dorian paid me. She paid me a little. But she didn't think anybody was going to believe the evidence. I mean, who was I? Where did I come from? Vicky, that's when she got the idea. It was her. For me to be part of your family. She knew all about Victor and Irene's son. The baby. He died. That's who she decided that I would be. I'd stick around until Doreen was cleared, the murder charges were wiped away, and then I'd go away. But I couldn't. Because I grew to love you and your family way too much.
My family. My family.
Yes, Joey and Kevin, CJ.
Tina!
I love Tina.
Right, you love Tina, you love me.
Vicky, we fell in love. She thought that I was her brother. I had to tell her the truth. I begged her to keep it a secret.
From me?
Yes, from you, from everybody. I didn't want to risk losing my family. If you found out.
So you just lied. And you betrayed us. You took her to Las Vegas and you married her.
Everything that I ever hoped for or wanted in a family was right here. Vicky, I wanted to tell you. I would have told you sooner, but with Sloan having just died, I'm so sorry. I would have told you sooner. Vicky, all I want is for you to please forgive me.
Forgive you? Forgive you? That is a very touching tale. How could I not be moved by it?
Vicky, every word, every single word that I'm telling you, all of it is the truth.
That may very well be. But if I am not mistaken, you left out a piece. Rather important piece. $28 million. The trust fund. Forgot that little detail, didn't you? Look who's here.
Max, Luna.
Hey! We got company.
Who needs this town, huh?
Oh, you lead the way, Sugar. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go take care of them. I'll be right there in just a second. I'll be right up there. You never do learn, do you? Uh-oh. Got a visitor. I'll talk to you for just a second. Come over here just for a second. Excuse me, Todd. I'll be right back. You know, you have been walking around this town crying for weeks about making a commitment to Cord and his kids. And here you are with the worst kind of trouble there is. Does Cord know about your new little friend, Blair? I can take care of myself, Luna. Oh, I'm sure you can, considering you're the only person you really care about.
Really? Well, at least I don't walk up to people and start attacking them without getting my facts straight first. See, Cord and I aren't seeing each other anymore because he is just way too busy galloping off to rescue his ex-wife from some bimbo mistake or another. So, please, are you through moralizing now?
Yep. I'm glad he's caught on to you.
Yeah. I really do find it so interesting that someone as perfect as you are can be so selective about who is and isn't worthy of your wonderful forgiveness. For instance, you're your brother right over there. For the last half hour has been all over Miss Martyr Saybrook. With not long ago, that same Miss Martyr betrayed her best friend, Cassie.
Oh, Daddy got big.
Oh, come on. I know what I saw, all right? She slept with a married man, the Honorable Reverend Carpenter.
You know what I think? I think you two deserve one another.
And you know what I think? I think you're so sweet.
You have never, and you will never deserve a man like Cord Roberts, honey.
Honey, witch.
It's a good thing I know you as well as I do, Tina. Otherwise, there's no way I would possibly believe that you didn't know what David was up to all along.
Right, but you do, right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, David Vickers, he's a smooth-talking, good-looking man. He probably could have tucked you in by the moon if he wanted. I guess that's just who you are.
Yeah, I guess. You know me.
You bet I do. And now I want David brought in for questioning.
What do you mean, arrested?
Fraud is a crime, Tina. Now, his little plan may not have worked out, but it sure as hell wasn't from lack of trying. I know he crossed the line somewhere. Bo's gonna press charges. And then David Vickers is gonna be behind bars, in jail, where he belongs.
Well, yeah, wait a minute. Wait, Cord, yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it won't be soon enough before that pig is in prison. Have him throw the book at him. I don't care. Actually, lock him up. The sooner the better, I say.
Please, what are you talking about? What trust fund?
This one. The one in your suitcase. The trust that Father left.
Just listen
The
to
trust,
me. Listen.
the publishing trust that Father left to his son. The child he had with Irene. The son that you are not. The one that has apparently accrued to $28 million. My God, David, what kind of a fool do you take me for? First you lie to me, you manipulate me, my children, my feelings.
It was not like that.
Oh, really? Forgive me. Are you not the one who said to me you didn't want any money? You weren't interested in any inheritance. You didn't want money. You wanted acceptance. You wanted family. You wept over Father's watch. What a laugh you must have had behind our backs. No. You didn't want to die, why would you? All you had to do was sit back and wait. Then you could go get your nifty little secret inheritance.
Vicky, you are making this sound so much worse than it is.
How? David, how in God's name? Could it get any worse? You are still lying to me. This entire house of cards you have built for yourself has fallen down around me. You are still lying. You are still saying you didn't know anything about the money. Dorian knew it all along. Now I want you to tell me the truth for once in your rotten life. Tell me the truth if you can. You say Dorian knew about it. You say she was in on it from the beginning. All right, then the diary. The evidence that cleared her, that set her free from death row. Irene's confession that she murdered my father. Is that a lie?
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. No, just you. I mean, I've never seen you so...
So happy, huh?
Yeah, that's sure happy.
Kind of looks good on her, doesn't it?
You don't scare me. All right, I didn't think
I was right. I told you I was right all along, and I was right.
About what?
I love coming in the middle of things. You know, I thought maybe I should, maybe Court was right, and, maybe she has changed. But maybe I thought I was too stubborn to admit it. Oh, I was right. 110%. There is nothing good about her. Not one scrap. Not one to nothing.
You know, I just realized something.
What?
Well, with you around, I may not be the one person in this town that everybody hates the most.
Well, Todd, you are still king.
What does that make you, queen?
Yeah.
Well, your majesty.
Yes?
What do you say, you want to move down south to the Keys with me? I'll do that beach bum thing.
Why would I want to do that?
Why not? No reason for you to stay here as far as I can see. God knows I don't have a reason to stay.
David, was I right about Dorian all along? Did Irene kill my father, or was it Dorian? Answer me!
Vicky,
Tell me! Was it Dorian?
Listen to me. I have no reason to believe that the diary or the confession. I have no reason at all to believe that it wasn't real. I mean that honestly.
Dorian told you there was a child. Father and Irene had a child, a son. And he's dead.
He died as a baby. Vicky, I swear to you, that is what I was told.
David, I just came from talking to you.
Tina.
Vicky, hi. How are you?
How could you do this? He has no ties. He's not family. But you, I will never forgive you for this.
Vicky, I didn't...
She knows.
You went off after lying to everyone for months. And you married this man. You married him after making me and everybody else believe he was our brother. And who did I hear it from? Oh, not you. Not you. With your whining. You're whining about how you mean so much to us. We mean so much to you. This whole family.
Vicky.
No, you know who I heard it from? Dorian! That's who I heard it from. Dorian.
God, I love you.
Joe, I love you too.
Say that again.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. Don't you know it? Don't you feel it?
I do. Sometimes I think I just forget.
Don't ever forget. Please always remember how much I adore you. I would never want to leave you. Please. Oh, Joe. Make love to me. But make love to me as if it were the last time. The very last time ever.
You are so beautiful.
Love me, darling. Love me.
Stop. Hey, first day of med school might be easy, but think about what's coming.
Cramming for tests.
Cuddling up with cadavers.
How many years did you say that was?
Oh, very funny. Listen, I didn't decide to go into medicine overnight. I spent a long time watching people in the hospital pulling together to save a life.
Watching medical TV shows.
Speaking of which, did you read in the banner how those EMS guys had to deliver that baby?
Well, baby.
In the back of the ambulance while it was on its way?
Well, wait, what happened?
Well, you know how there's all this snow left over from the snowstorm.
I don't think I should hear this right now, Marty.
No, listen. The mother slipped. She went into premature labor.
Oh. Hold it. That's it. We're moving. Moving? Yes, Serenity Springs is too far from the hospital. I'm not taking any chances of getting stuck in the snow.
Hello? The delivery went okay. That's the whole point.
Honey, the baby's not due till May. There's not any snow in May.
Somebody's got to look out for you and for our baby.
Yep, sounds like love, Luna. Can't fight that.
I love the way you two are together. I really do.
It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to cut out half your market? Look, what you should come up with first is something that men and women can use. Men don't like having lousy skin any more than women do.
Todd, that is a very good idea. Why? You have a very good business head on your shoulders.
That's me. Money's my middle name.
Why do you put yourself down all the time? Just because your so-called father did doesn't mean that he's right.
All right. Maybe I got more brains than I know what to do with.
Well, then why don't you use them? Instead of running away, why don't you stay here? Come work for me.
You were part of his plans all along. But you were still the same selfish, greedy, ungrateful.
No, Vicky,
leave her alone. She didn't know anything. She just fell in love. Vicky, we just fell in love. That's her only sin. She didn't know anything about money or
All
trust
right,
fund.
Tina knew nothing. She's an absolute blank.
The minute she found out, she begged me to tell you that I wasn't your brother. It's my fault, Vicky. Blame me.
I do.
I wouldn't let her. I told her that you would only be hurt.
Vicky, you already had enough to handle. We would have told you after Sloan passed away, believe me, but you were...
No, I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know who to believe. My whole life is falling apart. It's all gone. It's gone. I have nothing left. Sloan is dead. Joey is gone. Dorian took him away. And you, someone I came to trust, someone I came to love. You played me for a fool. And you're my sister. You let it happen.
No, I didn't mean to, Vicky. I'm so sorry.
You know something? I don't care. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you knew.
Oh.
I don't care if you didn't know. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Vicky.
Don't touch me! Don't you dare ever touch me!
Oh, promise me you'll never leave me.
Joe.
Ever. I mean, I want us to be together like this. Every day, every minute together.
So do I. In fact, why don't we drink to that? We can toast it. There's a bottle of champagne in the kitchen.
The good stuff?
Well, if you want the really good stuff, you'll have to go down to the wine cellar.
One incredible bottle of champagne and 2 glasses. Coming right up. Hey, try not to miss me.
I miss you already. Too soon. Not yet. Can't go back to jail. I just can't. All right, y'all keep warm.
Oh, I've got that covered. Steady hard, Doctor.
Yes, I will. Good night.
Hey. Careful.
You know, for a while I was wondering if he was ever going to be able to open himself up again.
Dylan?
Yeah. Yeah, see, he got his heart broken by somebody when we were down in Memphis. And I think it's taken him this long to get past it. But I'm real happy for him. And for Marty, too.
I don't think working for you is such a great idea.
Why not? Can't work for a woman? Come on, Todd. Anything that I offer you has got to be better than picking up those stinking towels down at the country club. Right?
You tell me something.
What?
You still planning on letting Cord shell out all that cash to lease the offices from Melodor?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe you should think about it, Blair, because I don't think it's such a great idea. I don't think you're going to be able to separate business interests from personal interests.
I know.
Well, if I were you, I'd give all the money back.
The money? Look, if I didn't have Cord's money, I wouldn't have a company. I don't have a choice here.
You're right. Keep thinking like that, you don't.
What's your point?
My point is that Cord's not the only bank in town. I'd put money into this project if I had any.
Thanks.
So go on out there, bud. Do it yourself. I'll keep waiting for some guy who keeps turning his back on you anyway.
Look, the last thing I need is for someone to tell me how to make it in life. Everything I've ever gotten, I've gotten on my own, all right?
You're right. Strictly solo, huh?
Well, I used to be. I guess somewhere along the line, I lost a part of that. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing it too safe these days. Maybe it's time to wake up part of old Blair again. Well, at least a small part.
Yeah. That part that can get things done if you try hard enough.
Maybe there is some place I can go for the money. Who knows? You know, I always thought that Dorian would want to be in on this. I mean, you can't go wrong, right?
That's right. It's a sure bet.
Yeah. Maybe Aunt Dorian.
Judith? Yes, this is Dorian Lord. I was wondering if you have any information about those flights. Wonderful. So it's, no, I can remember it. It's 7:05 a.m. to Istanbul. Fine. And then on to Paris. Bern. No, Bern is perfect. Just as long as it's somewhere in Switzerland. Fine. Okay. Thanks very much. Yes, I'll pick up the tickets at the airport. Bye. Oh.
Sorry. Couldn't find the ice bucket. It was missing. I finally found it, but it wasn't where it usually is.
Well, Carlotta's been in quite a mood this whole week. You're lucky that you found it at all.
Well, who was that anyway?
You mean the phone?
Did the phone ring?
No.
I meant the door. Didn't I hear a knock?
No, I didn't. I don't know, it's been snowing. Maybe there's this branch that, you know, I keep meaning to get the tree trimmed, but it keeps knocking against the house.
There's nothing outside this room. Nothing that matters anyway. That's better. No champagne for you?
Yes, of course. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Joe, I have to get to bed early tonight.
Well, I can get you to bed early. I can't promise you you'll get any sleep, though.
Well, I have an early appointment in Manhattan.
Something about your book?
No, not about the book. About The Intruder. I finally found somebody willing to buy it from me. I'm sure you're going to be happy to hear that.
Very happy. So happy, in fact, that we have to celebrate.
Joe.
You don't need that much sleep. Don't need that much at all. We'll get all the sleep we need when we're old and retired. Maybe 20, maybe 30 years. But not tonight. Not tonight.
Oh. Vicky, are you all right?
No. No, I'm not all right. I'm sick to death. I'm sick at heart.
Where are you going?
I'm going to settle this permanently. And when I get through with Dorian, I will know the whole ugly truth. Everything is coming out right now.
It's snowing outside. Don't go
All the
now.
deceptions, all the lies. We will see just how responsible Dorian Lord really is.
Vicky, wait! Wait! God, Tina, I have never seen her like that, have you?
No, but we have to hurry. You can't stay here.
What, Tina?
You gotta go. You have to leave now.
Why? What's going on?
Cord and Clint, they know everything. They're going to Bo, and they're bringing the police.
They're bringing him here?
Wherever you are. You can't talk right now. You gotta go. Just pack. Come on. You have to leave.
God.
I had a great day.
Uh-huh.
I keep saying that, don't I?
Uh-huh.
Have we run out of things to say?
Just out of words. Only good night left, I guess.
I don't want to
say it.
There you go.
Dylan?
You know you're incredible when you smile.
Hello, Paul. This is Dorian. Where are you now? Where's the car? Fine. Fine, stay there. But when I call you, I want you to come straight over here. Just stay in the car, okay? Don't come up to the house, knock on the door, honk the horn, nothing. Good. Actually, I'm going to the airport. Yes, no, not domestic. It's international.
Oh, no, don't start, please.
We don't know how long it's going to be. It could be months, a year.
And if you're caught, you're looking at 20. No, for the sake of
Tina,
our future, don't.
I can't leave without a goodbye.
Goodbye.
No, Tina, not like that. Not like that. The kind of goodbye that lasts. The kind of goodbye that lasts for months.
David.
Years, Tina. The kind of goodbye that you can never get out of your mind.
Oh, yes.
Every night. Tina, every time you shut your eyes, I'm gonna be there.
Yes.
Think he's not here. Can't find Tina either. Let's check David's little carriage house. Maybe they're all out there. Oh, I've been looking all over for you. Ace said you were on your way over here. Yeah, well, he was right. Come on, follow us, Claude. Where are we going?
To find David Vickers and ask him some questions.
All right.
I swear to you, Dorian, if you're responsible, I will never forgive you. And I will get the whole story this time. I will get the truth. No.